And I remember going down and looking at this girl thinking, I'm going to be birthed by her.
Here's a funny story. And I think I told this story, and it's not a story, it's an experience. I don't like to say stories, because stories
Yo, before you
stories are fables.
Miss is always like, get off the kill. God.
Anyway, I played hockey with Johnny. With Indian Johnny, like Foxman's Johnny, whatever, that Indian guy. I played hockey with him. Like I literally did in Hamilton. And
Okay.
he,
What's the story besides that?
So, okay, so the story is, so here's the story. This is how it went down. Um, I was, um, I was skating down the ice, and it was a playoff game, and I was playing at Coronation Arena in Hamilton, Ontario. I'll totally dox myself about this, but whatever. I was skating down the ice, Coronation Arena in Hamilton, Ontario, and I put my hockey stick like right on the goalie's glove, like I smashed it down. And Johnny came in and he cross-checked me into the boards. And that's the honest God truth. Yep. Totally.
Wait,
I totally got like cross-checked from Johnny, from behind into the boards, like right into the corner. Like
sexually violated.
I'm only like 130 pounds, right? Or 135 now.
So the story is he knew Johnny, he played hockey, and he cross-checked you into the board.
And then what happened after you guys saw each other again after all those years at Foxman's?
At I told Johnny the story, and he totally remembered. And he used to be like a total like long hair, like and he played for
He had long hair at Foxman's.
Well, he used to have like longer hair, like longer than yours, man. Yeah.
That story is mental, Steely. I don't believe you
No,
when you were kids. I think you made that up.
Steely, everybody always calls you a fucking liar. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna have to fucking sign out. You guys have got too much shit going good.
When I played for the Bruins and you played for, I'm not gonna say his arena, and whatever. And I'm like, do you remember that? We were sitting in the basement of Foxman's, and he's like, holy shit, Cam, I totally remember that. Yeah?
I'm not gonna lie.
True story.
Because Johnny's...
Actually, I don't think there's a single person on this call who gives a shit about Foxman.
One,
really.
That, and two, just because Johnny's fucking up and says he remembers something doesn't mean it happened. You know, I can see Johnny being like, yeah,
no, he did, though.
I remember that.
He played for
give me a black licorice,
I'll tell you
please. Johnny is not a cuttable sword. Let me tell you that right now. Okay.
Anyways, that story.
Johnny wasn't playing hockey. You weren't playing hockey. You didn't play hockey with Johnny. You don't know Foxman from that long ago. I know it sounds good, but you didn't do it. Steely, you just gotta have to fucking deal with it, dude. Seriously.
I'm telling you, Steely's a fucking sociopath.
I'm telling you the truth.
He tells lies continuously. Me and you in an attempt to get their own way.
It's good stories, it's funny, but you just can't trick everybody, dude.
How can you make that up? How can I make it up?
Easily you could make that up.
I can easily make it up, like, about playing at Kiwanis fucking
But who
arena.
cares? Honestly,
And I played at Coronation, like, and we're both from Hamilton and whatever, and Johnny's like native, and he's from like the reserve.
Oh, shut up, yeah.
It's not that
There's no way you can make it up.
But from Hamilton.
So, you have a good night, Steely. You can hang up now.
Anyways, let's talk about
How can I make that up? Like, serious.
Well, whatever. It doesn't matter, because none of us actually care in the first place.
You know what? You need to be on...
Would actually fucking know where Hamilton
You need to have your own segment on fucking
Caledonia Reserve is where he's from.
Well, don't dox the guy, Jesus.
Listen to the serial.
Caledonia.
You're a horrible
So it's north of Hamilton.
Steely, your credibility goes as far as you called me Paul when I have never even told you my name was Paul. Okay? You always act like you know shit, but you don't.
Hey,
Seriously.
Paul.
He's trying to fit
Right,
in.
like when he said that he knew my full docs, and he would tell me on Skype.
I didn't call you by that name.
And he freaking wouldn't tell me. And he
Steely-
still, to this day, won't tell me.
I never called you by that name.
That's where the credibility with you to me goes out the window. Is that you always call me Paul constantly, but I've never once been.
I've never said
We have
your
never
real name.
once been on a
time.
first name basis.
Every time you do.
Yeah, and you want to do that. And I'm thinking like, dude, like you're not on
I've
that
never
level.
called you by your real name.
Yes, you have. And
You
if
know,
you
I
try to
have
deny
not.
that, you're fucking lying again, thus proving my point even more, not gaining
Steelies.
any point inside of argument in your favor. Please don't say
Can you
that.
calm
Don't say
down,
that.
Paul, can you calm down?
Now you're like getting mad at me. I've never called
I'm
you
not
by
getting
your
mad at you. I'm just saying that you
Steely
do call me
sleeping in
Paul.
bed.
You do call me.
One time, maybe
All
like
I was
on
saying is that you call me
Skype
Paul.
or whatever, I've
you
said
said
your
you don't.
name, but I would never like say it like in a public chat.
You
I
do.
would never
do.
call you by your real name in a public chat.
Does he not do that?
Shut the
You
fuck
do
up.
that, and then you know what you also do is you do this thing where you like out loud admit these sort of like mistakes that you fucking make that you're trying to act like you weren't about to make. You're like, oh, I was just about to say your real name. I really shouldn't do that. And you say that like over and over and over again.
I was
Well,
just
I
about to
almost
say
did
the
earlier,
school you went to.
Ozzy.
I was just
I
about
almost
to
did
say your
earlier.
mom's name.
You're waiting for him to challenge you to do it. You're waiting for him to say it's cool, or you're waiting to just like know that it's chill, that when you do finally do it, that maybe you guys could just laugh and snort about it.
Snort.
Well, I almost called by his real name earlier, and I didn't mean
It's
to.
not about earlier, Steely. It's about way before
And
earlier.
you do that.
And you do that, and you did that, and you don't. If for you to not want to admit that, to me, this says
Your girlfriend like knows me like way too well. Apparently.
it's because of shit that I was talking about with her already.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
His girlfriend knows you way too well. Like, that's got insinuation, too. Just stop, Steely. Stop.
Thank you, Slaya, for really pointing that out. That he fucking said just now. It's like, dude.
He totally just said that.
What? I said what? What?
Huh? What? What? He's like, dude. He's just Slaya. We don't even need to describe and explain ourselves. We are above that. Seriously.
You people are just ruthless assholes. You ran Raznet off the call. He fell out of place with you just attacking Steely like this. Can y'all just apologize and be friends again?
I don't think Raznet's mad about anything that we were
Oh,
saying.
he's definitely mad. He hung up and he signed out of your room.
Not his dad probably fucking hung up on the call.
Don't fucking talk. Oi,
Cut the internet off.
Steely, shut up. Do not speak about Raznet. You have no fucking right to speak about him. Serious.
Tell him, Slade.
Rudy's dad probably fucking just like cut the internet off.
He doesn't even live with his dad, you stupid
Yeah, well, you
fuck.
know.
I know he doesn't anymore.
Well, why do you know that much about some random freaking dude on the internet to start with? It's creepy as fuck.
I just know enough.
Yeah, you can find it whatever, but seriously, Steely, I've never seen Raznet do the sort of shit I saw you the other day, and in my mind, he's freaking higher than you.
Higher.
I like
Higher?
Raznet.
Higher.
What I like about Raznet is he still performs himself in a way that you see that he could be molded into something good. Like he's not just off the wagon. He's
a
never.
kid, man. He's a kid.
Raznet is not.
He's 25. He's
Well,
not
I know
well,
he's
what I'm
25.
saying to me is Raznet has not done anything to where I'm like I will shun him. I will. Raznet's not done anything to where I will shun him. Like I will not be like Raznet, you're a piece of shit. There's a few people that I will say, hey, you're a piece of shit. One of them is Sergio St. James.
Really, Moon?
Yeah.
Are you a Sergio fan, Steely? Do you know that guy called the fucking CPS on me like 71 times?
He's a Granny fan, so he has to be a
You can say what you want, Steely, about that man, but it's not up to me for discussion because I got my own opinion made about what I've seen over way more years and way more experiences according to me with him than you've seen. You know what I mean? So I don't need to be like, well, this is what it is, and I need to explain anything. You know?
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So you can
Bye,
You can do
Steely.
your thing.